What's up, guys? Film director Slap here, owner of Fearowlfilms, Films, writer, producer, director. Thank you guys for checking out the video. Thank you guys for taking your time out your day to come to this video and just hear about my passion for horror. In this particular video right here, though, I'm going to break down my top 3 favorite horror films of all time. Okay, so make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave some comments also. And let's get into this. Starting at number 3, my favorite horror film of all time. I will have to say it's going to be Candyman, original Candyman, starring Tony Todd, Virginia Madison as Helen, directed by Bernard Rose. This film right here is a classic. This is one of those films that when I was a kid, when I watched, left me quite terrified. I remember, frankly, being in the restrooms in middle school, even dating back to elementary school, and we would all say, hey, we dare you to say Candyman 5 times in a mirror. Someone say it. And even though this is a film, a lot of us would be scared to say Candyman 5 times in the mirror. That's a true testament of the writing and directing of this film. Candyman was truly a boogeyman. I am very impressed. I watch it now to this day when I'm an adult, and I watch it and I'm just like, man, this was such a great film. Like, this man is Tony Todd, first and foremost, is Candyman. Unbelievable. Fun fact, I ran into Tony Todd probably back in 2001 in Arizona at the airport. I didn't get a chance to speak with him, but he is one of my favorite horror monsters, per se, of all time. He is a quite menacing person when you see him in person also. He's very tall. He has a very deep voice, and when I seen him, I got that Candyman, like, oh my God, it's Candyman. I got that feeling again inside of me. But definitely coming in number 3, I would say Candyman is definitely in my top 3. If you have not seen it, make sure you check the original Candyman out. This film came out in 1992, so you would definitely have to probably find it on your Amazon Prime or any streaming media platforms that you have. Check it out, man. Let me know what you think about it, but that definitely is coming in hot at number 3. My next horror film in my top 3, which is coming in at number 2, is going to be the original Halloween. This film came out in 1978. It's directed by John Carpenter. Stars Jamie Lee Curtis, the beautiful Jamie Lee Curtis. She still looks amazing. Hey, Jamie. She plays Laurie Strode. Donald Pleasance, Dr. Loomis, of course, killed it as usual. And Tony Moran is Michael Myers, man. Legendary cast. This film, I watched this film, no lie, probably about 5 to 10 times in October, because that's what they seem to show it on TV all the time. This film right here is a classic. Michael Myers in this film is what serial killer, psycho, escape from mental ward patient. This is what horror film, in my opinion, is supposed to be. Supposed to keep you on the edge of your seat, supposed to keep you scared, supposed to keep you terrified, supposed to keep you wondering. It's not many jump scares in that time of horror films. It was just like in your face, there, don't go that way, don't go behind the bush, you know, things of that nature or whatnot, okay? But definitely, I am a huge fan of this film. This film has provided me tons of motivation in my film creating journey. I have several projects, several scripts that I've written, kind of something not stealing the style of that film, but similar to that style or whatnot. That is a very motivating film for me. I am a huge John Carpenter fan. He is a legendary film director, especially in the horror genre. But anyways, coming in at number 2 is definitely going to be Halloween. And at last, coming in hot at number 1, my all-time favorite horror film of all time is going to be, drumroll, it's going to be The Exorcist. The Exorcist, of course, you always hear people say, oh, it's not scary. And you hear some people say, oh, it's the most fucked up film I've ever seen in my entire life. Yes, The Exorcist to me is and will always be the scariest horror film, in my opinion, of all time. This movie is a true gem. It is freaking terrifying. And I still, to this day, get that little chill down my spine every time I watch it or whatnot. This film stars Ellen Burstyn. She played in the most recent Exorcist film. Amazing to see that she's still alive. She's still acting. She's still doing her thing. But she played Reagan's mom, Chris McNeil. Linda Blair, of course, as Reagan. And this film was directed by William Friedkin. I probably pronounced that wrong, but forgive me if I did, Mr. William. But this film right here is a classic. I am a huge fan of this film. It still rocks my household every time I put this film on. But it's funny to see that this film that was filmed in the 70s still provides so much more motivation to all the hundreds of exorcism films that's coming out now to this day. And it's funny because back in those days, from what I was told and what I've been told by people that were film people, this film was totally screwed up for people to see. You know, it did not make people comfortable watching this film. And now we become, as a society, sort of numb to the demonic possession type films or whatnot. And it's like, okay, we've seen them all, but you know, what else can you do to scare folks? And that's why this film right here, in my opinion, comes in at number one, because of the terror, the terror that it imposed on its film watchers, the people that watch the film or whatnot. So definitely, still to this day, it's one of my favorite horror films. During Halloween, I at least watch it once, maybe twice, and draw motivation from that film right there. Okay, so of course, number one, The Exorcist. Thank you guys for tuning into the video. I am going to have more content like this added on to my YouTube page, just so people get to know more about me, get to know more about my brand, Fear Out Films, things of that nature. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you're following the page. Also, reshare the videos. And in the comments, tell me what's your favorite, your top 3 horror films of all time. I like to get a thread. I like to read what scares you guys. What's the motivation behind your horror, your passion for horror or whatnot. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys soon, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.